Hey, what's up out there, family and friends? It's your boy, the motivational teacher to the masses, has gone live on this Motivational Monday. Yep, we're live on Facebook and we're live on YouTube. So if you're out there, subscribe to Williams Inspires. I am breaking fresh bread daily. And I'm telling you, the results that I'm hearing from the words that are coming out of my mouth right now are super amazing. If you're out there, please let me know that you're out there. And 1 second, I'm about to share this onto all my media outlets. So if you're out there, what's up, Kanar? I see you out there, bro. Please like, share, host watch parties with this video as I do the same thing. I got to share it out there. And then we get ready to get into this Motivational Monday. And then if you watching this by replay, please fast forward 2 minutes as I wait and allow people to hop on here. What's up, Rodney? I got people hopping on here right quick. I'm about to get into this Motivational Monday, and we are about to break some bread up in here today. I've been excited all day about sharing this Motivational Monday because I knew it was going to be off the chain today. So if you're here early. What's up, Winifred? I was just talking about how you broke into my my YouTube video today with your Facebook quote. So thank you for dropping that out there today. We're all on the same page out there, ladies and gentlemen. I am really going to break bread tonight. What's up, Stanley? Boy, y'all getting in here on time tonight. Go ahead and share it. Go tell grandmama and them, uncle and them, cousin and them. They better come on and get this bread today because I'm talking about 5 traits of highly motivated individuals. I'm talking about individuals that's going out and taking this world by storm. They're not sitting down trying to figure out what to do in 19. We are getting it done. I'm talking about the highly. What's up, Donnell? We're talking about the highly motivated. Y'all better holler at your boy today. You better tell your people they got 3 seconds before I get into this bread breaking. Let this bread breaking commence. What's up, Shamika? Thank y'all for joining tonight. Let's let this bread breaking commence tonight. I'm talking about 5 traits of the highly motivated, man. As I was sitting down putting my notes together, man, it's like my baby leaped on the inside of me because it confirmed what we know, baby. It confirmed what we know. With these 5 traits tonight, I guarantee you, if you make these 5 traits a part of your lifestyle and who you are, I guarantee you walk yourself right into your destiny. You walk yourself right into God's vision and God's plan for your life. See, I believe this. I do believe this. I believe that there are 3 kinds of people out there in this world. 3 kinds. There are people that's winning. There are people that don't know how to win. But I believe there's a group of people that are learning how to win. And I'm in the group of people learning how to win. And you and I, we finna get ready to take this world by storm as we get this bread. 5 traits of highly motivated people. Number 1, I'm jumping right into the bread breaking. They believe in themselves. If you're taking notes, you better write that down. And please, as you're out there, please feel free to chime into this conversation. I love it when you all elevate the conversation out there. And then share, like, and host watch parties. And if you're watching via YouTube, ding, ding, ring that bell twice. Subscribe to this page because we're dropping fresh bread daily. Williams Inspires. Number 1, they believe in themselves. Man, a lot of times we discount what level of belief we have in ourselves. Even God says without faith, it's impossible to please him. Thank you, Donnell. Without faith, it's impossible to please him. What you tell yourself every day will either lift you up or it will tear you down. The majority of the manifestation and results that we have in our life right now is based on the conversation that we were having internally. I am about to break bread. The reason why I talked about it 2 weeks ago on one of my YouTube videos, I talked about that we got to take better practice reps. We sit there and we down talk ourselves, and we sit there and we have these internal conversations that tell us how we're unqualified, how I'm not good enough, how that person's better, how that person's got more experience, how that person's been on the job longer than me, how my sibling is better looking than me, how I'm just the black sheep of the family. We're sitting there and we're telling ourselves those practice reps. It's time now. What's up, V Ford? It's time now for us to elevate the conversation from within. The number 1 trait of highly motivated people is that they believe in themselves. Being highly motivated and being successful has nothing to do with how much failure or how much success. What's up, Brandon? How much failure, how much success you have. It's more about what you believe about yourself. Faith without works are dead. I want to works without faith is dead. Boy, I just bread. There's no way that you can work yourself into your destiny. You have to have a level of belief about what you're doing so strong that it propels you, not even in the good times, even in the times when I call them the lean times, when things aren't going your way. Yeah, when you just been furloughed from your job, even during the lean times, you have to have such a belief rooted in who God is and who you are through him. I just broke bread. And most of us, we live our lives through dogma. Yeah, through dogma. Is that we sit there and we allow the words of other people to penetrate our heart and our soul. The teacher that said I wasn't smart enough, or the coach that said you wasn't athletic enough, or the teammate that was joking with you and it told you you were too this or too that, or the sibling that told you you were too this or too that. What's up, LeVar? Yeah, that all of that ties into your level of motivation. I'm talking about 5 traits, and we think about it that most of us that when we were younger, tell the truth. And I'm just going to talk about me and my life. And I know a few people out there know me. I'm going to talk about me and my life. I started out of college. I played ball. I started doing special education. I left special education. I went to selling insurance with Primerica Financial Services. I left Primerica. I worked at a mutual fund place in between. What's up, Shamika? I worked at a mutual fund place in between. I left the mutual fund place. In between, I became a stockbroker. I left the stockbroker. I went into pharmaceutical sales. One of my friends and I, we started restoration where we went in and restored apartments. Been in several different businesses. Some of them failed, some of them didn't make it. But the thing about highly motivated individuals is that they don't see failure with a period behind. They see failure with the comma, meaning my story is not over. And some of us has allowed our level of belief to be rooted. I'm not going to call it in failures, but in situations that didn't work in our favor. I'm breaking bread right now. Yep, you started that business and it didn't quite go the way you wanted to, so you never started back out for business. Don't you know that the most successful people in this world had started out and stumbled and fell along the way, and they found success along the way? Kevin Dyson found 10,000 ways of how not to make a vacuum cleaner. Yep, he did. When I think about it, I wrote this down. Failure is a part of success. I want to walk you through Jeff Bezos of Amazon, his failures. Jeff Bezos says he failed himself into success. Man, you ought to write that down. You should tweet that. You should Facebook that. He failed his way to success. And honestly, failure has more to do about what you believe about yourself versus the act of something not working. I'm breaking bread. If failure identifies with what's on the inside of you, you'll never get back up and keep moving. Bezos had so many failed ventures. He said he's failed over $1 billion worth of inventions, but the one he got got him right. Bezos said he failed at the Amazon Fire Phone. Bezos failed at pets.com. Bezos failed at Amazon Destination. Bezos failed at Amazon Wallets. He failed him way to $1 billion success. And I'm challenging you not to allow one experience to allow you to put a period where God meant to put a comma. Your story is ongoing. Because the business didn't work 5 years ago doesn't mean that the business is not going to work today. I guarantee you right now, if someone had the answer to COVID-19 5 years ago, it wouldn't have been valuable. But right now, if you had an antidote to COVID-19, it's worth billions. Because it didn't work yesterday doesn't mean that it's not going to work today. But you have to believe that you have something on the inside of you that's special. You have to believe that there's more to you than what people see externally. That's why I always say, don't you dare judge. And I say this all the time. Don't you dare look at a person today and judge them for where they can be tomorrow. Because that same person that you look at and you judge today going to be the person that you need to help you and get you to where you're supposed to go. I just broke bread. A lot of us only want to partake and socialize with people that can get us where we want to go. See, but part of our job in this life is that we have to lift while we climb. Don't you dare look down on somebody because of where they are in their lot in life right now. Don't you dare judge people based on what they look like today. Man, I am breaking bread. I remember when my wife met me, I was broke. I was living in a room the size of a closet. I just gave my car back. I didn't have a whole lot going on. If she had to judge me based on what I looked like at that moment, she would have missed one of the biggest in life. I just broke bread. Woo! The motivational teacher to the masses is breaking bread. Don't you dare judge yourself right now by what it looks like. Man, the things that I see are subject to change. I'm breaking bread right up in here now. The things that I see are subject to change. I'm not going to whine. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to feel jealous. I'm not going to do all those things because of where I am today. Why? Because there's greatness on the inside of me. And I make decisions about my life from that position of greatness and that level of belief. 5 traits. Man, stop judging yourself based on what didn't work. Give yourself show yourself some grace that you show to everybody else and allow yourself to keep leveling up in life. Michael Jordan. Yep. Michael Jordan hit 25 game-winning shots over his career. Yeah, I'm about to break bread. Michael Jordan was 9 for 18 in the final 24 seconds, 50%. Michael Jordan was 5 for 11 in the final 10 seconds of game. And we hear about Michael Jordan and how he was a great closer, the greatest to play the game, but we don't hear about the shots he missed. We only hear about the shots he made. And see, like most of us, our highlight reel in our mind is all the shots we missed. Boy, I'm breaking bread right now. All we do is rehearse in our mind the 9 we missed, and we don't rehearse the 9 we made. Somebody better talk to me out there right now, because that is some bread breaking right there. I just saw of the reason why we're not successful is because we have a highlight reel of what went wrong instead of creating a highlight reel of what went right. I just broke bread right there, boy. You got to be who you are and not who the world wants you to be. You're not useful by playing yourself small. You're not useful by playing yourself small when God has given you the land flowing with milk and honey and all you want is a little corner. No, it's your, man, if he gave you the land flowing with milk and honey, go possess it. Somebody hit yourself in the chest and say it's mine. I will no longer sit here, beg, borrow, and rob and steal when God has already given me the land. He's already created me a little lower than Elohim. I will not have to beg and borrow on this earth. There's greatness on the inside of me. Man, I'm talking about 5. I ain't got past 1 trait yet. How many minutes am I in? Okay, I'm a little late. 5 traits of the highly motivated. Number 2, the highly motivated have a clear vision. Boy, I'm breaking bread right now. I dropped a video today on my YouTube page talking about three things that we have in common with eagles. I'm breaking bread right now. One of those things is vision. One is the greatest one. Listen to your boy right here. Let me slow up. Listen to your boy right here. One of the greatest enemies to vision is sight. I broke bread right there. What's up, Stanley? I broke bread right there. I'm going to say that one more time. Yeah, I'm going to say it one more time. One of the greatest enemies to vision is sight. And see, the challenge, can I go this deep on a Motivational Monday? They know me out there. They know me out there. And you can go that deep. One of the biggest challenges to us is that we tend to live by what we've seen in the past, by what we've heard in the past, by what we've done in the past, by the things that have been said about us in the past. We make all of our decisions based on what we've seen, heard, what we've done through our ear gate, eye gate, and what we said through our mouth gate. The majority of our decisions are made from that. Oh, Stanley, I'm going tonight. Y'all got me on the right doggone night tonight. I am going to break some bread. Man, our decisions are based on everything that's behind us. See, vision can't be based on sight. We were created in God's image and likeness. When he created us to live out being poor by my destiny. And see what vision does, it gives your life clarity. I'm breaking some bread up in here tonight. I'm breaking bread up in here tonight. Vision gives your life clarity. And see, most of us, We don't have clarity in our life. So to do every little thing that comes across, and we try every little thing that somebody says is a great idea. And that's why most of us has never given our complete self to anything, because we don't know our vision. We don't have vision of where my life should be. I talked about it Saturday. Elkins was on there. We broke bread Saturday. We talked about it Saturday, that in order for me to accomplish my goals and my dreams in my life, I have to write my vision down and make it plain, because my vision guides my decisions. My vision tells me not only what I should be doing, but it shows me what I not be doing. Boy, that's the challenge for most of us, Donnell. That's the challenge for most of us right there, that we're doing so many different things, because without a vision, without a clear vision, abuse is inevitable. If I don't know the purpose of a thing, then abuse is inevitable. If I don't know the purpose of this cell phone, I will misuse it. I will only play YouTube videos, or I will only play Williams Inspires videos from the cell phone and never have a conversation from it, because I don't understand the purpose of a thing. I'm breaking bread right now. And vision gives you vision gives your life a clear purpose. A life without vision is like a ship without a rudder. You just out there, you don't know. Helen Keller said, the only thing blind is having sight with no vision. Is having sight with no vision, ladies and gentlemen. That the highly motivated, and I just talked about, and the reason why I gave you those two examples up front with Jeff Bezos and Michael Jordan, because I wanted you to know, yeah, I'm breaking bread. I wanted you to know that don't worry about what's happened in the past. Let's focus on what's going forward. That's why I want to bring that even the most successful people in the world has had. I heard Denzel give his story, and he told his story. He said he tried out four for the same play 4 different times and didn't get it. I'm talking about Denzel Washington. I'm talking about Denzel, but he had a clear vision of what he wanted and what he wanted out of his life. My question to you is, do you have a clear vision? What do you want out of this life? Q chiming into this conversation. Most people are reaping a harvest from their own efforts rather than trust what the Lord can do. No faith, no harvest. And man, that's really driven our life. And that's why I'm trying to get us to see that if I'm going to be highly motivated, if I'm going to be highly successful, see, motivation, let me change the inspiration. Inspiration doesn't come from the outside, or inspirations come from the inside. Motivation comes from the inside. And I want you to start thinking about the end result and work your way back. Man, I'm breaking bread right now. Clear vision. Number 3, I'm talking about 5 traits of the highly motivated. Number 3, somebody better write this down. They take responsibility. I'm breaking bread right now. They take responsibility. Yeah. Responsibility is the price for greatness. If it's your goal in life, I'm breaking bread right now. If it's your goal in life to have a successful business, if it's your goal in life, and I don't think there's anything wrong with talking about money. If it's your goal in life to have enough money where you don't have to rob Peter to pay Paul at the end of the month, if it's your goal to be a millionaire, if it's your goal to be a billionaire, I don't know, if your goal to be a great wife or a great husband, whatever your goal is to be, then you have to take responsibility for it. You have to respond, I'm about to break bread, to your ability. Responsibility, respond to your ability. You got to level up. You got to get to the 2.0 version of yourself in order to attain the promises. Man, we don't afford to walk around the desert for 40 years, for 40 years when we had only a 4-day journey. It's time for us to level up to the 2.0 version of ourselves and take responsibility for where we are in life. Because if I don't take responsibility for where I am, and I say John or Betty or Mark or my mom or my dad is the reason why I am, then they have all the authority to keep you there. The moment you decide to take responsibility for your life is when you truly free indeed. You'll never be truly free indeed until you take responsibility and say, man, I possess what I have on the inside of me to get to where God is trying to get me. I'm breaking bread right now. And you're only one decision away Boy, I'm breaking bread right now. You are one decision away from changing your entire life. You are one decision away from realizing that gift that God put on the inside of you. You are one decision away from walking in the life that you've always dreamed you could have. You are one decision away from walking in what eyes have not seen and what ears have not heard. You are one decision away for affecting your family for generations to come. One decision. And see, we like to make success and we like to make all, having money, and we like to make being able to go on vacations. We like to make all these simple things a big thing. These things are not big. Is there anything too hard for my God? The answer is no. But we got to allow the greater that's on the inside of us be greater than what's on the outside of us. I just broke major bread. Somebody need to tweet that right now. That is off the chain right there. I'm about to motivate myself happy. I'm about to inspire myself happy. I don't care what they said about what you ain't supposed to do this, and your dad sold drugs, and your uncles, everybody went to jail. You're gonna be a statistic. I'm so happy. I am so happy that God doesn't consult a man before he gave me my promise. I am so happy that I don't have to depend on to unlock my gift that's on the inside of me. I'm so happy that God is not like man. I am so happy that he doesn't judge me based on what I did yesterday. And today when I'm looking toward my future, he not condemn me based on what I did yesterday. He's only talking about me moving forward. If he's talking about you moving forward and he's throwing what you did yesterday as far as the east is from the west, then I got to throw it away myself, and I got to get moving in the direction of my gifts and my talents. Man, I'm breaking bread up in here tonight. I did not see this going right here tonight. But you know what, Q? You know what, Stanley? I'm going to sit in the middle of it, and I'm going to break this bread. Man, boy, I'm going to sit in the middle of it, and I'm going to break this bread down there. I can't help it. I got to motivate the masses. Yeah, you own you. Yeah, break bread, Aunt. You own you. You own you. You own your gift. You own your calling. You own that business that you know you on the inside of you. Stop talking about what we gonna do tomorrow. We gotta work by faith. I gotta go put my whole self into something. I gotta give myself to something. And unless I become a seed and I go down, I can never come out the tree version of myself where I got many, I'm bringing many fruits. And see, the majority of us has never really said, we've never really given out to any one thing. And when I'm talking about y'all, I'm talking about me. I'm just recently in the last 3 years, last 5 years, learning how to give myself to something. Learning that results, when I look in the mirror, don't really, I'm about to break bread. Before I got to break bread. Sit there and keep breaking that bread, Chef. I got to do it, boy. I got to do it. Results, man. Listen to what the motivational speaker to the masses about to break. Yeah. See, we got to sit here and believe so much so into what we have that even if I'm not getting the results that I expect right off, I got to keep doing it because I work by faith. I'm breaking bread right now. I'm working by faith and believing that there's something more on the inside of me, even if what I'm doing right now is not the thing I'm supposed to be doing. But if I work wholeheartedly as unto God, this thing will get me to the next thing I'm supposed to be doing. See, we got to sell out to something. I'm breaking bread right now. We got to give ourselves to something totally. And see, until we're able to take responsibility and say, hey, man, I've been kind of rolling through here with my foot on the clutch. Hey, man, I've been rolling through here with my foot on the brakes, man. I never really, and V4 and I, we played ball in college. He'll tell you, like, I never really completely gave myself over to it. I can step back and say that today because I'm a changed man. I had never given myself completely to it. And because I never completely gave myself to it, it could never completely give itself back to me. And see, what you give yourself to in life will give itself back to you. If you give yourself to hatred, hatred will come back to you. I'm breaking bread right now. If you give yourself over to love, you'll get love back to you. If you give yourself over to half effort, you get half results in return. I'm breaking bread right now. The seed is always within itself. Whatever you give yourself to, I'm breaking bread, it will give itself back to you. Take responsibility for where we are in life. If I own where I am right now, if I'm responsible for my life, if I can respond to my ability, then I can move in whatever direction I choose, baby, because I don't motivate. I'm breaking bread right now. I'm breaking bread right now. 5 traits of the highly motivated. Number 1, you got to believe in yourself. Number 2, you got to have a clear vision. Number 3, you got to take responsibility. And number 4, boy, I love this one. They are never satisfied. And some of you all so spiritual now, don't get satisfied mixed up with content. Well, you got to be content, man. You know, it's your lot in life. No. Don't you ever get to the place where you stop believing, you stop having hope. Don't you get to the place where you believe that that there's not more. If you're on this side of the dirt, there is more on the inside of you. There is more on the inside of you. My boy Les Brown says it like this: you gotta be hungry. You gotta be hungry. You gotta be like 40 days and 40 nights without bread hungry. You got to be hungry to the point that, hey, I got to give myself. See, y'all got to check your boy out. I'm breaking bread right now. And see, most people think that when the motivational teacher to the masses is talking this heavy, talking this strong, most people think I'm just only talking about having a business, or they only think I'm talking about having money, or they only think I'm talking about, physical things of this world. See, I came to break bread. Like, man, if you don't completely give yourself to your marriage can never completely give itself back to you. If you don't completely give yourself to your kids, those kids can never give you the results that you think you should have from them. If you don't completely give yourself to that goal, that vision that's deep down on the inside of you, it can never give itself back to you. If you don't give yourself over to your body and eat good foods and walk and exercise and take care of it, you can never live out the vision of what God has for you in your life. See, you got to be willing to give yourself to it, and you got to be able to do it continuously, and you got to be able to do it every day. You got to be hungry. You got to be hungry. And see, most of us, truth be told, most of us, not because we're not hungry, but for lack of knowledge, we've settled into all we think we can have. I just broke bread. For lack of knowledge, we've settled into a nice little cozy place in life where, well, I got my 3-bedroom house. I got me a 401k. I got me a little health insurance. God has been good to me. This is all I wanted out of life. If you on this side of the dirt, there's more for you to do. I am breaking bread right now. You got to be hungry. You got to be hungry like that lion that's getting up early in the morning to chase that gazelle. You got to be hungry to the fact that you're willing to forego some sleep in order to walk right into my destiny. You got to be so hungry that in the midst of your lack, you got to say, I got more than enough in store. In the midst of your bank account having negative $425, you got to say, man, I'm rich. Let the weak say I'm strong. Let the poor say I'm rich. You got to be willing to say I'm rich in the midst of you being separated from your spouse right now. You got to walk right in the middle of it, and you got to be hungry and say, I got a great marriage. I got a wife that loves me, and I love my wife. In the midst of your kids acting a fool, you got to be able to walk and stand up and say, man, I love my kids, and my kids do what's right in the eyesight of God, man. I raised them up in the way that they should go. And when they grew old, they will not. You have to stand in the midst of it and break doggone bread. Never be satisfied with the way it is. Always be looking to improve. COVID-19 gave us the gift of time. We should be looking to become the 2.0 versions of ourselves. We should have little projects around the house that we're working on to beautify to make it better. We should be spending more time with our spouses and our kids now. There's no gyms, there's no restaurants, there's no Dave and Buster's, there's no urban air places. Now it's just you and the gift of time with your family. Right now, we should be right now wearing it out, and that we're improving our lot in life. You can never be satisfied. Always living content. Don't get me wrong. Appreciate that, Stanley. Breaking bread right now. It's all about how you perceive yourself. No doubt, Vernon speaks. I'm telling you all, we are breaking bread right now. You gotta be hungry in the words of Les Brown, because and I hate to go negative with the regret, because I don't want anybody to regret anything. But here it is. There was something on this earth that only your fingerprints are supposed to be doing. There's only something that you're supposed to be doing. And if you're not doing it, then the world has a hole in it that you were meant to fill. Never this meant to be. If you're on this side of the earth, God still sees unrealized potential on the inside of you. God still sees everything. When he created you from day one, if you're on this side of the dirt, you still got 100% access to everything he created you to do. I am breaking bread right now. I'm telling y'all, never be satisfied. And number five, and I think number five is the one that gets a lot of people. Don't waste time on your ego or jealousy. Don't waste time on your ego or jealousy. Because like I've worked for Fortune 100 companies, 4 of them. Yep, I've worked in some capacity for 4 Fortune 100 companies. I'm going to break bread right now. I have in some capacity. I've seen people at the top of the ladder fall so far down that they fall below people that's on the ground. I've seen, you've seen it too. We've seen presidents that got, impeached. We've seen it too. We've seen what CEOs of major companies with one scandal where they were up, now down in prison for 35. We've seen celebrities like Cosby, go from being on top of the world to now in prison. We've seen it all. We've seen it all. Don't you ever get so high on yourself to where you think you're untouchable. Don't ever allow your ego to stand in the way of what God is trying to do in your life. I'm breaking bread right now. Don't ever allow yourself to become so big that the person next to you can't check you. I'm breaking bread right now. Don't allow your spouse can't even communicate to you like their husband, like you're their spouse now. They got to communicate with you like you're Mr. CEO in the business, or they got to communicate with you like you the big man on the job. Don't ever allow your ego. And I see it all the time in this industry and also in sports too. Don't ever allow your ego to become so big. Don't ever allow yourself to think you're so important that you cannot be checked, or that you don't make mistakes, or that when you make a mistake, you can't own up to it. Or you're so self-righteous that you can see everything that's wrong with everybody else and you can't even see. You're trying to remove the speck out of everybody else's eye when you don't see the big oak tree in your own eye. Don't ever become that self-righteous person. Pride always comes before the fall. I am breaking bread right now. Pride always comes before the fall. I remember Kobe Bryant. I think it was the second year in the league when they were in the playoffs, and Kobe shot like 5 air balls in one game. And Kobe said he went home and he got into a small depression. And he said he had to come to himself to understand, Kobe, you're not that important that you should be thinking so highly of yourself. Like, it wasn't until he figured out that I'm not that important. Like, everybody shoot air balls and I'm not just this great somebody that can't ever do it. It wasn't until he came to that conclusion or realization about himself until he was able to get out that funk. And I'm challenging you right now. Don't ever allow your ego or to think so highly of yourself that you cannot be checked. I just broke bread, but I think it's the second one that bothers a lot of us. And a lot of us love comparing ourselves to the next person. We love looking at the next person doing the same thing we're doing, and we compare our gifts and we compare our talents to that person. We talk about how developed their talents are and how gifted that person is. And we allow all of that to kind of keep us from where we need to be going. I'm breaking bread right now. Call that jealousy. Like, for example, like, man, I admire what Eric Thomas is doing. I admire what Les Brown is doing. I admire what Kennard is doing on here. I admire what Donnell is doing. I admire all those things. Together, we can achieve more. It's not a competition that there's only enough place. And the world has taught us to think this way, that there are only a few slots at the top. Well, if that person get there and that person get there, then I'm not going to be room up the top for me. No, the world, greater is he that's on the inside of you. Your gifting package will make room for you. Oh, boy, I'm breaking bread. Your gifting package will make room for you. You don't have to push. You don't have to cheat. You don't have to lie. You don't have to steal to get to the top. Your gift will make room you. It's time for us to turn ourselves over to our gifting. Boy, I'm breaking bread right now. Turn ourselves over to our gifting package and trust and believe as I begin to mature this gift will make room for me in the end. I'm not comparing myself to anybody, and I celebrate everybody's success. And truth be told, in order for you to get to where you want to go, you got to do the same thing. You got to stop comparing yourself to other people. I only compare myself to one person. It's you versus you. It's you versus you. It's you versus you. It's about you improving to become the 2.0 version of yourself. That's your only competition in the world. Everything else has already been given to you. You got to I did this series the last month called How to Unlock Your Destiny. You got to unlock what's on the inside of you. And it's just a matter of you leaning into the 2.0 version of who you are. I'm breaking bread right now. You got to lean into that 2.0 version of who you are. Don't allow that old man to try to pull you back to where you were. There's a 2.0 version of you out there where eyes have not seen, ears have not heard what's laid up for you in this earth, in this life. We got to stop pulling ourselves back to the old version and pull ourselves to the 2.0 where we're reading books, where we have a tight growth plan, where we've written the vision and we've made it plain, where we're working to become a better man, a better husband, better wife, better dad, better son, better cousin, better uncle, better aunt. We're working to improve on who we are. In that place, is where your dreams are realized. It's in that place where your dreams realized. Man, I just broke bread. 5 traits of the highly motivated. Number 1, they believe in themselves. Number 2, they have clear vision. Number 3, they take responsibility. Number 4, they are never satisfied. And number 5, they don't waste time on ego or jealousy. Ladies and gentlemen, I just gave you the keys to the kingdom. Whatever you want out this earth, I gave you five traits. It's like DNA. If you go look at any successful person, they got these 5 traits somewhere in their DNA. I've done the study. I'm reading the books. Right now, my son and I, we're reading Mamba Mentality. We're reading the book and I'm dissecting them. And I know that there's some of us out there that we didn't grow up in Wind Lake. So we didn't grow up over there with the house, with parents with 2-parent houses teaching us how to do stocks and bonds. We didn't grow up where education was a huge priority and we got PhDs and we got MDs in our family. We're still unlocking the code. We are unlocking the code to becoming who we're supposed to become. And I'm telling you, if we chase money, we can get all the money in the world and still be unhappy. I know people right now, I got friends right now that have a bunch of money, but can't stay married on their 4th divorce. I got a bunch of kids that can't keep them out of jail and they go bail them out every time. Don't chase money. Don't chase things. Chase the 2.0 version of you. The 2.0 version of you makes you better for everybody around you. I just broke bread. I got my wife chiming in this conversation. You versus you. Don't compare yourself to others. Vince, Truth, Stanley, thank you, son. Hey, Damaris, thank you for dropping in here tonight. It's all about how you perceive yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. I am fresh bread. This is your boy, the motivational teacher to the masses. And I'm asking you, go subscribe to my YouTube page, Williams Inspires. Click that bell twice. I'm dropping videos every day, and I want you to see through some of the results that I'm getting back. If you're not my friend on Facebook, Williams Inspires, go like that page, share this video, man. Don't just be a Monday morning quarterback, but be a partaker in this. Put this out there. People are looking for what in the COVID-19 era. And man, I'm looking forward to us working together to improve and change lives. This is your boy, the motivational teacher to the masses. And until next time, I am challenging you to wage war on mediocrity. I'm out.